around here? Step 1 of entering a new area. Always check for loot. Anything around here? Weird people containment things. Ah, I knew there'd be something. The machine gun. I'll take that. I'll take that all. Why not? Oh, that one's locked off.
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Oh, I see. You're putting yourself behind glass in case I came to murder you. I understand. People in this? Oh, someone inside of that. Robits. Oh, this is loot. Pocket watch. Money. Dead aminals. Reminder, 14. Remember it this time, obviously vital. 14, 14, 14. 14? Final Fantasy?
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a...
We got the shrink ray, boys.
Target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
Oh. My posters. Reminder, obscure body is the SK system. SK system 14.
Ah, your old hibernation mask. Had to remove it, you know, in case you were prone to vomiting.
Hold on, I want to know what this looks like. Interesting. I assume this is my capsule? I spent over 4 decades in space with nothing but technology of this little chamber keeping you alive. The rest of your fellow colonists are still trapped in this simulator chambers.
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%.
Over 1 hour. Oh my god, this is a lot of mumbo jumbo. Need to view the cranium to see what's going on in the neurons. Oops, hand slip, likely effects. Important may have numbness in left heel. Who even needs that? Evans hyperactivity. Okay. Is it even right to call this effect brain damage? Seems like enhancement to me. Huh. Oh, okay. So that was basically exposition saying during our revival and like checkup and making sure we were alive, he fucking his hand slipped. He cut something, and that's why we have this ability. Alright, Doc. Oh, hold on. What do you got in here? Experimental notes. Cell death. Interesting. On the clues experimenting. Buy more mouthwash. I like that. My favorite thing about all of his logs and little notes that we're reading through is that all of them have like little things of like, hey, by the way, if you're rereading this, remember to go check this thing. Ooh, bypass. Have procured the services of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I hope he didn't name his ship after the quality of his services. I'll be sending my new accomplice down to Hawthorne via escape pod as well as the revival procedure. Hawthorne should make for an agreeable companion, or at least an acceptable chaperone, while willing he isn't a total buffoon. Okay, so at the start of this game, I had genuinely wondered if he was lying to us about what he told Hawthorne to do. And it's nice to know that he genuinely was like, yeah, Hawthorne should like take care of this person for me. And then he was an idiot and got crushed. I'll work it out, explain details later. Will be difficult to reproduce. Need your help. All necessary materials should be present in Halcyon, but locations elude me. Dumped a new associate. This is Terra Edgewater. They have mistaken my purpose, but I trust them. Covering their ship. Ah, okay. That was his message.
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
Alright. Hello, Doctor.
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I went behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed.
Okay.
According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals.
Okay, as I thought. It's as I guessed. We had to talk to him people to get the Byzantium. Tell me what to do.
Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge.
Uh-huh.
Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find.
Okay. Warning label?
Something about being discontinued due to severe adverse reactions. It's fine. You'll be stealing the chemicals, not ingesting them.
Anything I should know about this person?
You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest special agent in Byzantium that money can buy. My money, anyway. Of course, of course. What's on your mind?
Why you hide behind bulletproof glass, Doc?
Never know what being frozen did to your brain. There's always a chance you might turn violent. I've no desire to end up like Thompson.
Who?
Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
Alright, I'll be back with the things. Alright. So what did you ask me now, TC? Do you like Star Wars, like just Cox, and do you like roleplays? Oh, if you're talking about Jesse's Star Wars roleplay, I know about that, and I fully intend to watch it when it comes out. The Doc knows all players are murder hobos. Very accurate. Transition to the unreliable. Against all odds, the unreliable takes flight.
Ah, your face is a sight for sore ocular processors, Captain. Or rather, your headgear is.
Thank you, Ada.
I
Alright, boys.
understand we have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
We go to Byzantium.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Can we talk?
No. Bios. What? I like that poster, though. That's a really cool poster, actually. Wait, hold on. We gotta go back inside once we go outside the ship. I just remembered I gotta drop off those posters I stole. Hold on, let me back in. No one talk to me. Semester's over. I don't gotta know what day it is. Oh, I feel that on a spiritual
Where are
level.
we headed today, Captain? The stars are the limit. I like what you've done with the place. Kitschy collectibles are such a human.
Junk store. Wait, where did the posters I stole it go? Did I not keep them? Do I have retrofitted heavy power armor in here already? Take that out. Boy, do I have a lot of stuff to sort through eventually. Put those away for now.
Inclination.
Okay, I really want to test this out on someone at some point. So, we'll hold on to that. Alright, now out we go. Well, there's who we gotta talk to. But now that we're on Byzantium...
Are you still tinkering with that?
It's not gonna fix itself.
Don't we have repair drones for that kind of thing?
This was a repair drone.
Can't even steal the broken stuff. However... don't mind if I do. My stuff now. Smile. Alright, let's head into Byzantium. Oh hey, those are free. You know, this place is a lot crappier so far than I was expecting. But I'm wondering if that's just because we're on the lower levels right now. Keep up the good work, pal. Alright, enough joshing around. Let's get upstairs. I want to see what this place looks like. Whoa. Now this is
Exciting happened around here for
more
once.
what I was expecting.
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
Don't you ever want a little fun? Maybe see a marauder ship get blown to bits overhead?
What a thing to say. Everyone knows marauders can't fly.
Do I have Marauder armor on me right now? Poop, I don't.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous?
No. Hello. Hey, TC, thank you so much for the 100 bits.
Auntie Cleo's ketchup. Organic, vegan, handmade, gluten-free, dairy-free, milk-free.
Whoa. That's a cool sculpture. What you looking at? Yeah, fuck you. I wonder if these people would freak out if I took out my gun. My buddy.
Hortense yells at me about vagrants one more time.
Out with it, you wretched contraption! Does nothing in this city work anymore?
I've been there with a vending machine before.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report. Profits are soaring, promotions abound. Thanks to your continued hard work, Halcyon is healthier and more productive than ever.
Holy cow.
In the coming months, Byzantium will be sure to see the many rewards reaped from your diligent labor. Once we make
Alright, anyways, we have the alien go murder. And I'm fixing to test my shrink ray out on him.
to share what's in store.
I imagine this is gonna go nothing but poorly. And I'm very excited for it. This place feels quiet. Really, really quiet. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Logs. Cascadia compromise, which is a message that unauthorized users looking through the files on my Cascadia terminal. Maybe some marauder with 2 fire and brain cells, maybe not. Hope whoever is sent the sacrifice made on Monarch and HRS 1084 serve a higher purpose. Obtain a new state of being. Humanity may forgive my sins. My worst suspicions are confirmed. HRS 1084 was ransacked. Who knows what became of the suspicious tanks, my team. As usual, my handlers on the board are no help. Until I deliver results they can replicate, package, and disperse the general populace. Desire only silence and obedience. Circumstances were hardly optimum at the primary and secondary labs. Political instability pulled Cascadia out from under me, and some combination of cabin fever and paranoia soared HRS 1084. Perhaps my home is steadfast Byzantium will offer the retreat I need, though I miss working alongside colleagues. I know that I hardly deserve the ones I so enjoyed, the ones I lost. Ever since our species became aware of itself, we imposed disparity on the worlds we touched, colonized, worked for a time, but our oldest trick didn't work in Halcyon, did it? Now we are the ones who must bow to a force greater than ourselves. We are the ones who must adapt. Wine makes me too introspective. Perhaps I'll balance it out with vodka. Jesus. Unseal the entrance. Is this the entrance? It sure is. I hate how quiet it is in here. Alright, well, let's go see if we have aliens to fight. Gulp. Mush his face against glass. Okay, so she's got guards and robots.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside? You're in my house, and I'm not fucking around. Start talking. My what conspiracy? Let's talk about this. Please. I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding. If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving. The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have. I know. I was there. Thomas was the first to take the gas. A simple test, he said. I told him not to, but he insisted. We learned a lot from his autopsy. Enough that we could try it on each other and know when to stop. No one else died. I must find a cure so his sacrifice isn't in vain. I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back. One of the two Earth Directorate assault cruisers, assigned to patrol the Halcyon system. It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps. The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
Interesting.
I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy.
Mm-hmm.
You could always shoot me. I assume that's why you're here. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony. The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander? If working with Wells is the only way I can save the colony, then I will damn well do it. I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
It's less work than hauling my corpse out of here.
Wrong answer.
Well, it's worth a shot. Oh my god, it actually shrinks them. Lady, you're kind of getting in my way. That's a lot of people. Alright. I kind of wish I hadn't got stuck on her. Hit him with that. Hit you with that. Oh, good, she lived. Yeah, I think what happened that first, like, throwdown, I got caught on her, so I couldn't get behind cover once all the shooting started, so I just, like, ate every single bullet that was coming my way. And just got annihilated for it. Went much better that time, though. Cool. Alright, well, she's gonna go work with Phineas. And, we gotta go report to Lilia. Also, plasma pistol, not as fun as I was hoping it was gonna be. It is very entertaining, though. I didn't think it was actually gonna shrink them. I kind of thought that it was gonna, like, just, like, reduce their armor or something, like, just status effect kind of stuff. But it actually shrinks them. It's kind of amazing. Alright, now we take a trip to the Groundbreaker. The Unreliable.
Not
Hi,
today,
Sam.
Sam. I am not in the mood for a deep clean.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, all right. Some culprit who shall not be named spilled Rizzo's lemon slap on my console.
Poor Ada.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Poor Ada. Someone spilled soda pop on
Can we
her.
talk?
No.
Rizzo's knock you out for
Miss Lilia.
Is it done? Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. As your employer, I'm both angry and disappointed. I'll add that to your file. Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species? Or are we finished here?
Do I at least get a letter of referral?
You're awfully quick to trust someone who offed her colleagues and called it a good start. Out of my office. We're done.
The temptation to kill you is increasingly high right now. I'll come back to that scene at some point.
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
She mad? A wee bit. She's a wee bit upset. But, you know, she's also a wee bit crazy, so that's okay. Do I have any other quests that I need to do? Weapons from the void. The logs in Hawthorne's terminal mention rumors that Groundbreaker of a scientist who bragged about a powerful weapon. Oh, hello. Eh?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and their destroyed? Talk to your...
Unexpected security patrol initiated.
Oh, they're outlaws. Oh, okay. I was thinking they were people I had to care about. Oh, that's funny. Ooh, I had myself going there for a second.
For adjacent unit.
That's funny. I thought these were guards at the station. Turns out they're just cannon fodder. What do we have in here? Oh. Heck, so close. Hammers with a working hammer, the pulse hammer when it rivals company. So the hammer having no hammers. The ultimate hammer to be produced, but this prototype is so what's it do? Weird. Cool. Duncan? Who's what? Oh, okay. So that's literally just a side quest about going and finding just like collectible weapons. I assume there's like a special weapon for every type of weapon class. Like I assume there's like a special long gun, laser sniper, all that kind of stuff. That's neat. Alright, let's head back to Byzantium. Let's continue with that main quest, shall we?
Welcome back. Do wipe the blood and space dust from your feet in the entry bay. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Oh yeah, I wonder if this changed at all. Because I decided to not murder that person. Oh, hey, it did. I got a sublight shipping thing. Neat. Employee of the month.
Take someone to watch your back, please.
Not sure if I should say thank you to that or not, TC. Alright, let's go speak with Phineas's contact.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone. Shh. No names, okay? The Phoenix is a wanted man and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium.
The Phoenix?
Yeah. That's my codename for, you know, our mutual friend. Oh. I'm Golden Eagle.
Do I get a code name?
Yeah. I named you Cuckoo.
Wow.
It makes sense if you think about it, because I didn't know who you were, and old Earth cuckoos would routinely trick other birds into feeding them. Yeah, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded.
Okay.
Good luck, Cuckoo.
You know, I probably should have asked for tips on what to do, but, well, it's a problem for future, Homer. Fucking call me Cuckoo, how dare you. How so very dare you, lady. Ah, great, the elevator's broken. Stinky elevators. Look, he's watering the plants.
Your best find this week. Go.
I wrote someone up this letter.
Hello. Okay. Okay, I see.
You must be joking. Our fair city is being overrun by a pox of vagrants and undesirables, and your plan is to sit idly by.
And what would you have me do?
Hello.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics. That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS.
Aha.
Minister Clark's a private man, and you're asking too many questions.
I'll be back. I'll be back. Giving me exactly the information I needed. Ow, my glass knees.
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here.
You saying that to me? Hey, Makra, thank you so much for the raid. Oh, hey, none of this stuff is stealing. Cool, I'll take free stuff. I'll take free stuff. Oh, yeah. Ooh, there's all kinds of free stuff down here, actually. What the fuck? Hold on. Weird. Into the parcel service we go. Let's see if we can't collect that package. Wow, that is bright. Dun, 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 dun. Yoink. I had a brief moment where I was like stealing that. I'm like, I should probably crouch just in case that guy walks by the doorway again. Hold on, why is there a ladder up? What's up? Ooh. Box of stuff is up. Really? 17 bits, huh? Nothing special up here, just the bits, huh? Alright. La da da da. Nope, I told her I wouldn't do nothing bad. Nope, nothing at all. Not me, no siree. I'd never do a bad thing in my life. Nope, not me. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I would never shoot a man in the face and take his hat. Nope, that's not me at all.
Hortense yells at me about me. I've always...
Wait. I went the wrong way, damn it.
I love the sandwich. Is Langfield still drinking?
You must be joking.
Hello.
There's nothing to see here. Move along. Yeah? Let's see it. Looks like your papers are in order. All right, go on through.
Fool. Well, there's something cool laid on me, Seti. I'm gonna quick save real quick, just in case I get in trouble for going into these rooms. Hello. God damn it. Ooh, what's back here? Has a bar, personal bar. Okay. Interesting. That's a kitchen. Oh, it's outside the Byzantium. Huh. Well, the first floor so far underwhelming. Well, I guess whelming would be a proper word. It's got some cracks in his ceiling. It's not good. Weird statue. Private chambers? Yeah? What? I just heard a little woof, and I turn to my right and I look, and I see my door cracked open, and I just see like the front of her nose sticking in, sniffing around, and then barfing. Cause I got like, the plate that I had dinner on is in the trash right now, cause it's a paper plate. And we had chicken, and I think she's sniffing for the chicken. So, that's the way into his office. This is the secret way into his office.
How did you get in here?
Hello.
You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
I got a package.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more.
What?
Slowly and loudly, Aloysius, it's the only way these morons understand anything. I said, you may tell Charles to go fuck himself. Then you're not part of Rockwell's PR team. That means you're a dissident? A real live dissident? But what are you doing here? And how did you get in? Drugs, of course. What else? Why did I get my hopes up? Back to idiot speak. I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
Uh-huh.
Process of elimination. The only other person with access? Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way.
Interesting.
You are a quick study, indeed. I've long suspected Rockwell of transacting business in my name, but this proves it. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it.
Huh.
Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office. Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter.
Huh? If you say we're headed for trouble, I'm ready for trouble.
It usually doesn't turn out so well for the dissidents in the stories, but I like your verve.
What?
Now we've got to get into the HHC. That's in the Acropolis district, along with the other major corporate and government facilities. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are.
Okay.
Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. Okay. But they need to know what's happening here. What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
Sure, good plan.
Perhaps there is hope after all.
I'll give it a shot.
And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis district.
Alright, thanks for hanging out, Wukong. Enjoy your lurking, pal. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. Ooh, hold on, wait, I could just go off the balcony. Alright, let's see. You know? Oh, I see how to get down from here. Uh-oh, there goes my niece. I wasn't doing nothing wrong, you were doing stuff wrong. Oh my god, my niece.
You must be joking. Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of him?
How dare you, first of all. How so very dare you, miss. Right, so that's the shoot my way in option, which seems like a poor choice. Said there's maintenance tunnels somewhere. At least I thought he said there were maintenance tunnels.
The Acropolis district is off limits. Move along. What in the law's name are you on about? Sure. Let me just take that off your hands. Did I say restricted area? Slip of the tongue. What I meant was, welcome to the Acropolis district.
That was easy. Neat. Can't believe I got called a vagrant. Whoa, mama. Now this is a building. So I gotta get all the way up. And I assume the only way up is through that.
Security. I have to go through 3 checkpoints just to take a bathroom break.
Can't be too careful. Dissidents like Phineas Wells will stop at nothing to ruin this colony.
But couldn't they concentrate?
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board.
Why are you so bothered by having
Today's
a few guards
greeting is
around?
brought to you by Auntie
I'm gonna
Cleo,
have to speak to
a
your
subsidiary
supervisor
of
about these dissonant
Polway
leanings.
Pharmaceuticals.
Wait, that's not what
If you'd like to make an appointment,
Oh,
please request an application form.
I think I can just.
State your business.
What?
Please step away. This entry is for high priority HHC business only. Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon will need a separate form.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Now, let's see. Damn it. When did I run out of forms? Well, how nice for you. Do you have any idea how long it takes to request new forms? Or how many citations I'll get for impeding HHC business in the meantime? Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
Okay. I guess like, oh wait, and he's like, fuck it, go through. I don't want to wait. No elevator music. Mamma mia. That worked a lot better than... What? What? Who put a hole in the wall? Animals.
Is there something I can do for you? I beg your pardon. Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors.
I'm not a solicitor.
What? Oh dear. Thank you for reminding me. I can't stand the thought of someone else's hands touching my custom letterheads.
Broken snow globe. Whoa. That's pretty. Can I? Neat. Alright, first things first. In we hack. Send Minister Clark's message. Return to route. View priority messages. The rough cut of the presentation is prepared to play. The PR department has a lot of work to do, but we've covered the basics. Has on the brink of starvation. The board's scientists are working on a solution. We're going to look forward to the lifetime employment program for the chance to contribute.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, And that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
Oh, it's so much worse than we thought. Not only is this place, like, the place starving, the guy running the place is this idiot and he's incompetent. Oh, dear. How long does it take to clear out an abandoned office? Tart Clark's belongings in the streets of Byzantium for all I care. He's not using them, just get my office expansion done. Before I return, I'm tired of staring at that hole in the wall. And for law's sake, do something about that doom and gloom presentation. We have the brightest minds in Halcyon working in our public relations department, and they make this announcement sound like a damn funeral elegy. We need something bright and cheerful. We need something we can sell. Food reserves. The head of the other 9 corporations are up in arms about their shares again. As head of UDL, we can overrule them easily, but I thought you should know they're at it again. Reschedule my regular Wednesday massage. I have urgent matters to attend to. Chairman, I've made inquiries and confirmed that we have plenty of food, real food, stored away for our inter-colony trade. The nutritional profile of the food produced within Halcyon has continued to decline. Some people are going to start feeling hungry no matter how much they eat. Unfortunately, it's gotten too expensive to continue buying from even the closest colonies, but what we have will sustain Byzantium and a minimal workforce for the foreseeable future. Ah, I see. That's why... That makes a lot of sense, actually. That's why all the fucking companies are trying to make shit that makes people not feel hungry. Like the diet toothpaste and all that kind of shit. That's why they're making all that kind of shit. Because everyone's gonna start starving soon. Huh. That actually all adds up really nicely. Jesse people, I mean, that's the easiest solution, but obviously not the moral solution. Excuse me. Oh. Oh, I didn't actually. I thought I was gonna get to talk to the nice lady, but I guess I'll leave. Soylent Green. Dret, listen. It's just the easiest way to produce food, if you think about it. Dire situations call for dire solutions. Ooh, this is... That's excessive. Hold on. High society cigarettes. Mm-hmm. Hello. Fast ration pills. HR. I mean, I gotta take a peek in HR's computer. After seeing all that mess, I gotta take a look. Theodore Isaac keeps eating my purpleberry lunches. I know the sprat-toothed little snot is the one doing it. I've seen him with cracker crumbs on his lips and purpleberry stains on his lab coat. Working next to him and seeing him picking the reins of my lunch out of his disgusting teeth just makes me want to scream. There, I did it. I screamed a little. That felt good. I'm going to sit in the kitchen and wait for him to do it again. I'll catch him in the act, and then I'll come back and write up another entry. I'm going to be so livid. He's not gonna... Wait, hold on. You're not gonna stop him. You just want to see him do it so you can be angry. Did I write that? Seti. I think that's the part that tickles me most. They're not, like, gonna catch them to stop them. They're gonna catch them and then come back and write more angry messages about it. God damn it. What have we got in here? Excuse me, God. Oh, it must have been lunchtime. Huh. They were having lunch. It's kind of a funny little touch, actually. Where do I need to go? Ah, I see.
Got a promotion coming. I can feel it.
What do I look like right now? A freak, I see. Man, what is up with this place and the lack of elevators? Ooh. Scientist. Place we need go that way. Me follow red line. Red line, correct choice. red line. Incorrect choice. No, red line might be correct choice. Oh, hey, wait, these are other colonist people. Quickest way to get to there is up and around. Fuck. I'm gonna have to talk. My cover's gonna blow at some point. Shite. I can't remember how this actually works. Let me see real quick. Journal Codex, the basics. Nope. Weapon repetition, stealth. Ah, here we go. There's energy. Interrogate you. Okay. So I can get through someone.
What? Hold it right there. What?
La da 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 da. Scusi.
What was that?
Oh, I misread that. Oh well. Thought it said they'd interrogate me. God damn it. I assume they have to be near me when it runs out. Okay. I assume that means someone has to be near me when it runs out. Well, worst case scenario, I know.
Got a promotion coming. I can feel
Okay. We are now in the danger zone. So how does it say? How does it recharge though? Now. Skilled. Now it was under stealth. Now we're fully functional. Enemies may approach to interrogate you. Weird. I don't understand how I get it to recharge. Damn it. Do I have anything that would boost my hacking skill, actually? Armor type, sneak damage, leadership, persuade, leadership skills, engineering. No, nothing that would boost that up. I guess. I had to sneeze really bad. This is another way to the place that I need to be. Ho ho. Oh, how did I even? There we go. There's gotta be a way. There we go. Almanies. Warning, procedure may result in the invalidation of experiment results and death of human test subjects. Sudden withdrawal from this is highly lethal and result in the experimental integrity. Test subject vitality can be attained by maintaining a 73. Alright. So we got a portion. That actually makes me wonder, are there multiple of these computers around here? Central lab. Huh. I'm gonna open one of these doors and I'm gonna regret it. Oh yeah, no, I definitely regret that. I was afraid for a moment. Yeah, don't worry, I'm okay. I just, I really had to sneeze. That's a lot of people that die. View lab notes over. Interesting. So we take that, and we skedaddle and go speak to Phineas. Let's, curious to see where this takes me, actually. Oh, it just takes me out. Cool. Huh. Neat. You didn't leave us. Don't worry, I wasn't. I wasn't planning to. I'm out of here.
Your best find this week. Go.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here. All of our endeavors on this planet went a lot smoother than I was expecting them to go.
Anti-Cleo's
Down there.
But what would they be doing here? And how did they ever get permission to land?
Perhaps we'll finally get some excitement after all.
Nah. Solar, it's the unreliable. Takes flight.
I am a dirty, autonomous digital astrogator, Sam. I haven't cleaned my internals in ages. Can you hardly process the sheer quantity of dust built up in there? Tell me you've seen worse. We'll continue this later.
Huh.
You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
Just stumbling around the colony pretending to know what I'm doing.
I think you're being modest. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. When you cut off power to Edgewater, you saved me a great deal of trouble. Now I don't have to bother trying to save that town. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Not always. For the longest time, I could never be sure if you were on our side or against us. You should be back on the Hope, frozen in a hibernation chamber. Yet here you are, flying about in a stolen ship, leaving a trail of paperwork in your wake. The board doesn't know what to make of you. But I do. I've seen your potential. There's so much we can do for this colony.
Uh-huh.
We raised security on the Hope after Wells broke in. As for discovering the identity of the missing colonist, all we had to do was scan the passenger manifest. You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
I'm listening.
Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
No.
You are making a serious mistake.
Adjutant Akonde's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Let's get out of here.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Also, you know, chat, we're just gonna ignore the fact that when we came on board the ship, our robot and our ship AI were getting intimate. We're just gonna pretend we didn't see it, you know? Let them do as they see fit. Who do you think will win Thursday's general election in Britain? I have no idea. I don't follow politics at all. Let robots fuck. Exactly. If they want to fuck, they can fuck. I just realized this pig's name is Bubbles. Hello, Doc.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me. What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation. understand this correctly, you're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes two things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved. Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board. Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive a handful of settlers. Maybe, possibly, damn. We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers. Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
Oh. No way, but we could skip the Hope into the system.
All right, I've got it. We can't possibly take my lab and all my equipment to the Hope, yes? That would be insane, so we do the slightly less insane thing.
Oh no.
We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
Okay.
If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
Okay. Alright, let's do it.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems.
Let's see what happens.
The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it. Certainly. How can I help? Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule.
Interesting.
The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors.
God damn it. That's the fanciest way of saying their head up their ass I've ever heard.
It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny. Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you. And that turned out fine, mostly. That is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Alright. You'll be fine, probably. Let's get this up. Actually, hold on. For it all. Put this up to 100. Put this up to 85. Put that up to 85. Then put 1 point into that. Perks, what do we got? Detection of radius, enemies, melee damage. That's fun. Area of effect. Where is... There was one that was like if I kill someone with a headshot. Yeah, that one. Alright, I think this is the end of the game. I think we head towards the end of the game. Huh. Man, if I had known that, like, the end of the game was so close, I probably would have, like, kept streaming yesterday. Well, let's get to it.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Oh, good, you're not fucking Sam right now. Alright, we go to the Hope. Hey, Creation.
We have arrived at the Hope.
Thank you.
I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator.
Okay.
You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive. If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra 2. Or the sun.
Okay.
The Hope is the Groundbreaker's prettier, sleeker sister. She wandered off and got lost for 70 years, but just recently was found. Also, there are hundreds of thousands of frozen organic life forms hibernating in her hold.
Alright, so we connect data to the Hope, and then
if you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side. Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not flattering.
Alright, if this is about to be the end. No. I just want to buff this up real quick. Can I not? What? Oh, I see. I don't have enough money to buff my sniper. How much did that cost? Yeah, we'll buff that up one more time. And, alright. Let's get to it, boys. Not a single spoonful of affection. None of them get affection. They all get to live on my ship, and that's all. I agreed to let them come with me. I didn't agree to talk to them. Whoa, alright. Free level up, I'll take it. Give me a bunch of tech skills. Give me a bunch of that. Give me a bunch of them tech skills. want to boost those up just in case I might have like a chance to do something neat with that. Wait, why aren't they angry at me? Shouldn't they be like trying to murder me? You know, I was expecting a little more resistance from these guys than what I'm getting right now. Oops. Yep, nope, I'm totally supposed to be here. Yep, just a normal, average, everyday worker. That's me. I'm definitely supposed to be here. Gotta go through this door.
Just go rough somebody up.
Hello, Mr. Robot. How are you doing today? Haha, I'm doing great. There's a lot of people on this ship. Wait a minute. Hey, this is where the start of the game happens. Yeah, this is where the start of the game happens. This is where Phineas, like, unlocks you. I assume this is how he got into the ship, judging by all the broken robots.
Should we assign Sam for a cleanup?
Ada? I don't know what the void just happened. Just in case we just pull the guy out of the pod in his arm. Got all clammy, rubbery, almost like it was part of a bit. Ah. So this is where they discovered the, like, cell degeneration thing. Interesting. I'm curious. Huh. Yeah. Neat. You know what? I have an idea real quick. We're gonna quickly just, button. And then... So we got a little more, energy for our disguise.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now.
Okay.
Would you like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge? Oh, sorry. File not found.
So where do I go now? Okay, now we go to the bridge. Oh, what's this? I was around trying to figure out how we're going to eat, but none of it means anything if we can't keep us on course. It's hell, charting 26 years to travel through spaces. I don't know if I can handle it. It's so much pressure, so many lives. If I get one thing wrong, one smidge decimal point, one off by one miscalculation, we could crash into an asteroid. What do you mean? We have too many. Mom used to have such a garden. I grew up on her tomatoes, lemons, and limes. When we left Earth, she was so kind to share a sample of seeds with me, so that wherever we are, might end up now buds grow in hydroponics. Huh. Sick of the witch hunt. It's me. I haven't been eating my rations. Why? Don't need it. Don't mind feeling hungry. Wow. So all of the people on Halcyon like starved. On the like the workers of this colony ship starved. That's kind of nuts, actually. Am I going? This is the right way? No. Oh. Considering that most of this is robots, I'm gonna keep my corrosion gun out. Corporate commander.
You get tired of patrolling? Just go rough somebody up.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Hold on. Status. Logs. Open the door. No, you're killing us. Better you than the colonists. This is like, if we don't keep this ship afloat, they'll all die anyways. Necessary risk. Ship will fly true. You're gambling with hundreds of thousands of people's lives. And you're handpicking which few you'll consume in your madness. Maybe it broke. Maybe they're trying to get into cold storage. If they get through that before they starve, they'll outlast us. Keep working, Reese. Whoa. Holy shit. Okay. So the crew of the Hope were gonna try eating the frozen colonists. Captain wasn't having any of it, had this person plot the course, and was just planning for all of them to starve and die, but like let the Hope get to where it needed to be.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do. Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive.
Uh-huh.
And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
Skip the Hope.
Jump starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
Do it.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends, yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are a go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
Oh boy. Also, Slavic Scientist, thank you for the follow.
Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Ah, shite. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. Boys.
Huh?
Well, looks like we gotta blast our way out. Whew. Man, those boys hurt a lot. Whew. Oh, I'm slowed. Why do I have pickaxes? Don't need that, don't need that. Zap cannon might be fun. Don't need that. Don't need the stun baton. Don't need that. Curious, how close are we to a level up? Maybe we just shoot our way out of here. Whoa. Interesting. Wait, am I going the right way? Nope. That's a lot of robots. I'm gonna get blasted to bits if they get pissed off. Ow, my knees. This is real bad.
Got your paperwork squared away? What was that?
Hey, talk to me.
I don't recognize you. Are you new here? I'm just trying to make sure you belong here. I guess you got a point.
There we go.
Just don't make more paperwork for me, alright?
Yeesh. left. Now we get the heck out of here. Also got an achievement for that. Apparently made over 30 dialogue choices that required like a skill check. The unreliable takes flight.
Captain, I am receiving a transmission. Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
Oh
The board is here. They've found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open. I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember.
Okay.
The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible?
Yes, please.
How can I be of assistance? Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
Interesting. Alright. Dear God.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab. Remember that you are not insured.
Let's see what happens. Playing this on an Xbox? No, but I'm playing this through the Game Pass, so I'm playing it through the Windows Store, and they track achievements and stuff like that. Arrest protocol outlining the defense logistics document. Individuals who is detained at this location must appear in an official housing court. Please note that this is the only copy. Well. And then I started blasting. Oh good, they didn't hurt Bubbles. Man, if they had hurt the pig, I would have gone on a murderous rampage. The likes that no one would have ever been able to stop. There's got to be a login somewhere. If I know Obsidian, there might be a login somewhere if I'm willing to look around for it. Reminder, do not tap on the glass. Seal is loose. That's concerning. Oh. Unique rifle. Break it down, break it down. I was hoping... Oh, hey. Stuck it in a pig. Strictly speaking, I do know 100,000 colonists will experiment from 12. How many more experiments will successfully revive a single subject? 1, 10, 100, 500? So this has happened. The board finally discovered what I had done and sent their headhunters to track them down, but then they'll find me. And they're right. I am. I regret what I've done, but I'm not about to turn myself into the board. Huh. Panel. I get it. It just clicked in my head. Holy shit, that's actually kind of clever. So, it just clicked what he meant when he started screaming about the board being pigs. They're all pigs. Because his password was in the pig for the thing to unlock. That's actually really clever writing. That's clever writing. God damn it. That's actually really clever. Increase the armor rating and skill bonuses from any armor you wear. That might actually be quite nice. What does that actually do for... So if I look at my character skills... Whoa, Mamma Mia. Okay. Well then, looks like we're about to go do a prison bust. Hell yeah, brothers. We're about to go rescue the good doctor. Also, I got a special weapon from him. 603 damage. Neat. Ada?
Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Oh boy.
Those board goons kidnapped Mr. Phineas and hauled him away to Tartarus. How are we gonna get him out?
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain. I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward...
Can't run away now.
Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
Well, I haven't talked to them before. Certainly ain't gonna start now. Everyone strap in.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick. Got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
It's funny, they think
Never
I'm gonna
thought I'd
take any of them
volunteer
with
to
me.
break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Can we talk?
No. 36-page essay. This isn't the hardest difficulty where people actually die, right? Yeah, no.
Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return. I can make the assurance that I will not leave with another captain unless you do not return within 876,541,652 hours. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
Mm-hmm. What the hell is with you people and landing violations?
I'm sorry, you people? Did you just cast a generalization on upstanding UDL employees? That's a fine of 200 bits. You're up to 5,708, not including the cost of your execution and the disposal of your remains, which will be assessed posthumously. Huh? Oh, yes, sir, right away, sir. I just couldn't see you clearly before. Screen's on the fritz. Damn thing. But for the record, now that I hear you, I totally recognize you. Totally. You're, you, of course, obviously. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance? I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
I kind of love that. I'm just like, don't you know who I am? The guy's just like, yeah, I know who you are.
Please avoid your Do yourself or.
I also like that he actually transferred his data to me. Alright, oh, this is gonna be one hell of a shit show, isn't it? Mamma mia. Wait, I wonder. Oh, 'cause I stole his identity.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never
Oh.
Come on, Margot.
literally cornered there. Alright, this is gonna be one hell of a fucking fight. Also, I think that's the Groundbreaker crew, because I have, like, exceptional standing with them. They're coming to fight with me. That's kind of cool, actually.
The captain took right by us once. Now it's ours. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mother!
Let's let them blast their way through. So then they started blasting.
Stay down, hullhead. Wasting my time.
Alright, so I think what we do here is we go... That's actually a really cool, like, touch that, like, because I helped them out so much, and, like, the boards being, like, the big stank, that they're actually coming to help.
What's that noise? Take him down!
Whew, made it through the first section. Step 1 done. You know, realistically, I probably should be wearing, like, actual armor for this fight instead of, like, my persuasion stuff, but, you know, dodge skill... Yeah, it's actually, like, useful. Stinging attack damage. That might actually be worth putting on for a few. The pit access. Okay. A flat 10% boost to damage when I'm doing a sneak attack would probably be real big, actually. Oh my god, there's so many people in this area. Fastest way to there. So I need to be up, so I go up through here. Okay. Oh, hey. Let's upgrade, you know, let's upgrade this armor a little bit, shall we? I have a feeling I'm gonna need that boost in armor. Transfer to the pit. corporate troops over there. Storage manifest. Continue. Okay. Retro rocket. Oh my god, is there a rocket launcher in this? Please tell me there's like a rocket launcher somewhere. So let me see. Okay. Okay, we gotta think about what we about to do. Get over there.
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us.
Excuse me.
Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff. Oh, no. Don't tell anyone, please. Thank you.
That is maybe my... Whoa, what's going on now? The main noise! Oh my god, those are the guys from, Holy shit.
You're not worth the paperwork.
The fucking iconoclasts. Huh. It's kind of interesting. If you, like, help everyone out and then, like, shoot your way through, it looks like each level has, like, a group of people that come in to, like, fight with you. That's really cool, actually. Also, I'm gonna really quickly switch over to this hat for, the persuasions and stuff.
Hold it. Something about you doesn't look right. No, I meant your uniform. There's something about it. Aw, damn. Lucky you.
Alright, we got one more of those before we get, fucked. Why do I keep picking up armor that I clearly can't keep?
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens. My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony.
I'm gonna shoot this man in his
Remarkable.
dick.
It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man. Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle. Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society? Oh, right. This coming from the psychopathic outlaw. Yes, I'll try to be more open-minded about your path of wanton descent. We don't need your help. I'll admit, there's no shortage of talent in the scientists and engineers there. Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your plan.
Interesting. Wait. I was hoping there's gonna be something fancy in this, like. Oh shit, that turned off my disguise and turned it back on. We have 3 free conversations again. Hell yeah. We might actually make it.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight!
Fuss is about a blasted lab coat.
Oh my god. Ow, excuse me. Pardon me, I need to go off. Bye-bye now. Holy shit.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm aware of your diplomatic talents, Captain. You have a gift for manipulation, but I warn you, I'm no easy mark.
Joke's on you, lady. I got
For
100
all your
persuade.
talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy. You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No. Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony. In that we are in agreement. An end to violence is precisely what I want. An end to chaos. An end to senseless loss of life. The only obstacle standing in my way is you. I take no pleasure in this, you know. I simply have no other option. Leaving you alive is too great a risk. Goodbye, Captain.
Uh-huh.
Fair enough. I'm giving you exactly one chance to parley with me. Interesting that you think I'm going to die here. I believe I'm more than capable of taking you on. Fair point. I don't know how you've managed to defy the odds. By every reasonable estimate, you should be dead. Yet here you stand. I've devoted my entire life to protecting Halcyon. I'm not afraid to die in the line of duty. There isn't much of a board left, thanks to you. You've thrown this system into disarray. Cleaning up your mess will be the work of a lifetime. You were always an unknown variable. I tried to recruit you, but you threw your lot in with that madman, Phineas Wells.
Oh. Crap. Oh, I'm literally 3 points off of having 100 lie, and that hurts me so much.
This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
Wait, it's a robot? It's a robot, huh? Okay. We'll shrink it, and then we'll blast it. Wait. Oh. Is that Deborah Wilson? I have no idea, actually. I'm not that great with voice actors. That's a big robot. Poop. Mamma mia, that thing hurts. Whoa, 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 Ow, fuck. Alright, well, I didn't know there was going to be extras. Hold on. Okay, so he's going to get security drones. Alright, so if he's going to get security drones... I wondered if maybe opening up with this and crippling it at the start will be a better idea. Woo-wee. Let's wait for the drones to appear. Unless they only appear at a damage threshold, maybe? They may only appear at a damage threshold, which, if that's the case, could potentially work out for us. Not that I wanted. Yeah, there they are. Damage threshold. Good to know. Ow, 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 ow. You are so very nasty. Whew, okay. What's going to come out at damage threshold 2, though, I have to wonder. Because it looks like there's going to be 3 damage thresholds of ads spawning. I am curious. I want to know if this lets me do more damage. Okay. It's bleeding. Reload. Okay. Ooh, he hurts. Alright, close range, very, very bad idea against him. He hurts a lot. Man, I hope I have enough ammo for this. Let's switch to that really quick. Okay. Oh, there's the rest of the drones. Whoa, mamma mia. Sweet Jesus, it has rockets. Okay. I cannot imagine doing this fight on a harder difficulty. Holy shit. This fight has to be fucking impossible on a harder difficulty. Christ. Got any loot for me, big boy? Hibernation key chamber. Oh boy. Just in case she has any funny business in store, let's make sure all our guns are reloaded.
Get me out of here!
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough. I'm all right, thanks to you. Akande wanted my cooperation. I'm quite sure she would have beaten it out of me if you hadn't arrived. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own. Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Let's do this.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Luya Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers, schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Ellie savored her adventures on the Unreliable. Once they were done, she returned to life as usual, running missions of dubious legality, shunning respectable work, and living life to the fullest. She meant to reach out to her one-time captain, but she was always bad at keeping in touch. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. After all he'd seen and heard adventuring with you, the vicar Maximilian de Soto renounced his faith and joined the effort to rebuild the colony. Ironically, he finally found the joy that had eluded him over the course of his life, and realized that perhaps he was always meant to be just a simple laborer after all. He quickly dismissed the idea. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell, and she often wished aloud that her dad was still alive to teach her about the finer points of starship care and maintenance. While the colony fell into chaos, she found an island of relative peace with Ada, and they formed an unusual bond. She decided to remain aboard the Unreliable permanently as its chief and sole engineer. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. Chairman Rockwell served as the public face for the changes in Halcyon to come. Whenever you needed strings pulled or a voice to sell a policy change, Rockwell was only too happy to oblige. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
And that's the end of the Outer Worlds. Hot damn. I have to say, of all the games I've played recently, this has been so far one of my favorites story-wise. I gotta say, Obsidian has a way of making their stories wrap up in such a way that it feels satisfying. Even though the wrap-up of their story is literally just a slideshow going, and this is what happened to this person, and this is what happened to this person, and this is what happened to this person. It feels nice, and it's because of how well they do their writing. And like, all of the wrap-ups for the characters and what you did feel like logical wrap-ups to their stories. Like, the logical, yeah, I expected that to happen to this person after the game ended. But yeah, so, that's it. That's the Outer Wilds done. Game 1 of December, end of decade done. Thank you guys all so much for coming on this ride for me and with me. And we'll be closing out for the night. I'm gonna raid Gmart, go watch him play some League of Legends. Thank you guys all so much for coming and hanging out. If you're new to the stream, you like what you saw, please follow along. It helps me out immensely. Otherwise, I hope you guys all have a fantastic night. And thank you so much for hanging out. Love you all. Mwah.